much for joining me today. If you don't know me, my name is Caroline. It's so nice to meet you. I make college and lifestyle videos on YouTube. I'm a new YouTuber, so your support would mean the absolute world to me. Oh, can you see my cat? Hey, oh, I can't tell what she's doing, but it's fine. So go ahead and subscribe to me. Make sure you turn on the bell so you get notifications when I post new videos, which is every Friday. And then give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and drop me a comment so I know that you're here. I am personally in college. This is my very last semester of college. I'm a senior English major on the writing track at Towson University. I don't know what your situation is like, but my school is 100% virtual this semester. And even if your school is having in-person classes, you probably have at least a mix of in-person and virtual, if not all virtual. So I know for a lot of us, virtual learning is it's not what we signed up for. We didn't pick that for a reason. Like, I don't really like it that much. I prefer being in a classroom, even though it means I have to like wake up earlier and get dressed, but that's fine. I prefer being in a classroom with my professor, with my classmates, having an actual in-person class. So I know a lot of other people feel the same way, so I wanted to make a video giving some organization tips for online school. So I have 6 tips to help you get organized for an online school semester. Let's do it. Alrighty, so our first point, it's gonna seem really simple, but it's honestly, it might be the hardest one to do. It is to go to class. So I know that's not possible for everybody. Some people might have all of their classes online and none of them are using like Zoom or Blackboard Collaborate or anything. But if you do, whether it's an in-person class or a Zoom or BB Collaborate class, make sure you go. I made the mistake last semester of skipping a lot of my classes. And to be honest, a lot of that was like mental health related, and I just felt so overwhelmed that I didn't do anything. And it really didn't help the situation. So like the more I skipped class, the more behind I fell and the more overwhelmed I felt. And it was just a never-ending cycle. So I'm determined not to get into that cycle, not to get trapped by that this semester. And I'm going to class. Even if that just means I'm listening for the first 30 minutes, or I'm listening but I'm not paying all the way attention, or I'm paying attention but I'm not really participating. By at least showing up or tuning in, you are saying to yourself, I am in this class, I'm invested in this class, there's things that I need to do for this class, and there's things that I'll get out of from this class. Also, a lot of professors give verbal reminders during class for upcoming assignments, homeworks, readings, projects, stuff like that. So if you're a forgetful person like I am, then going to class and getting those verbal reminders is just another layer of like reminders and organization for you to have to make sure that you aren't missing anything for that class. So my next tip is to read your syllabus or syllabuses and look at the calendar for your class. Please make sure you read those. Even if you're gonna skip most 80% of it, at least read the part about grading, late work, and the schedule. Those are, to me, the most important parts. Grading is pretty self-explanatory. If you're gonna do well in the class, you need to know how you're getting graded so that you know how to do well in the class. Late work, always a good policy to know, especially since it's something that varies so far from professor to professor. I have some professors who will literally let you turn things in until the last day of the semester, as long as you let them know it'll be late. And I have other semesters who give you 2 hours before it's late and you're bumped down an entire letter grade. So it's super important to know what that policy is, especially if it's a more lenient one, and then you can take advantage of it. One of my professors, she's my absolute favorite professor. I've had her, this is my 3rd semester with her now. Her late policy is that it's not considered late until 24 hours past the deadline. So if it's due at 3 p.m. and I turn it in at 9 p.m. that same day, totally fine, no penalties. And if turning it in those 6 hours late means that I get to work on it for 6 more hours and proofread it, read it through, or even just write it, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take those 6 hours, turn it in late, if it means that I'm gonna get a better grade than I would have if I turned it on time. And then the schedule, that is very self-explanatory, but it's so, so important. I cannot tell you the number of semesters I've had where I didn't look at the schedule until like the 3rd or 4th week of school, and I was like, oh my God, I've already missed 2 assignments and a homework. Like, yeah, did not set myself up for success there. Yeah, no. We don't want to do that. So we're gonna look at the syllabus, however you want to plan or write things down, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. That's up to you, however you want to do it, but just make sure that you are planning. Looking at the schedule is especially important if you do not have any synchronous classes for that specific course. So get yourself organized from the jump by looking through your syllabus and writing everything down. My next tip is to find a planning system that works for you. There's lots of different planning systems, calendars, so many different options. Sometimes it's easy to get overwhelmed by all the different options, but if you don't have a planning system that you currently like, you just gotta pick some things that seem interesting, seem like they might work for your lifestyle, and then put them to the test. Well, I'm gonna take you through my planning system. That way, if you don't have any ideas, you can use my ideas a little bit, give you some inspiration. I know I get very inspired and motivated when I see other people plan. Mackenzie Morgan, she made a planning video recently, and that actually inspired me to make this video. So I can try to link that down below. I loved it. Let's take a look at my stuff. So there's 3 parts, 3 different ways that I'm planning my things. The first part I just started using this semester, so I haven't had it in the rotation for very long, and I don't have much to say about it yet, but I wanted to include it anyways. So it is a paper calendar. So I got this one from Target. I bought it on a whim, honestly, because the pictures are so cute, but I have high hopes for it. So they all have pictures that make me happy, and I think that's really important when you're planning, is to include things that make you happy. So whether that's it looking super, super neat, or having bright colors or cute little doodles, whatever it is, make it something that you want to look at. Okay, so for my big calendar like this, I have it hanging right above my desk, right where I can look at it while I'm in class, doing work, whatever. And I'm just writing out an overview of my entire month. It just has what's going on that day. So for example, Sunday the 20th, Sunday, September 20th, I have an e-board meeting for my sorority. I didn't write out what time, I just wrote e-board. The second thing that I use, and I'm not going to show you this because it has all of the details in it, I use Apple Calendar religiously. So I have literally everything written in there. So I have my classes, appointments, assignments, work, sorority stuff, meetings, social things. Anything that I have to do at a specific time is in my Apple Calendar. And then the last thing that I use, I got over this summer, but I am loving it. It is a to-do list planner. So this one is Lily Pulitzer, but I got it off of Amazon. It was $19, $20. I think totally worth it. Again, super cute, flowers, pink, bright colors, makes me happy to look at. So let me flip to, oops, just dropped it. It has a bookmark, so you can mark your page. All of the pages are undated, so it's not like a regular calendar. I'm trying to flip to an old day that doesn't have anything too interesting on it. So here is a page from the middle of August, and you can see it has a section on the side for times. So I don't always use that side, sometimes I do. But then this is the side I really like, and the reason I got it is the to-do list side. So it's just a bunch of blank lines and little bubbles. And you can see, like I said, everything is undated. So you write in your own date, your own year. That was another reason I chose this one. So I fill in everything I would like to get done that day that isn't already on this side. So I write everything down, and then I number them. And when I number them from what I should do first, not what I want to do first. Because most of the time what I want to do first is sorority stuff or creative stuff. But if I have homework due, that's got to be number 1. And then just like a regular to-do list, I will cross them off as I finish. If I don't finish them, I'll move them on to the next day. My next tip is to have a clean space. Now, when I talk about this, know that the word clean is actually really relative. So whatever clean means to you, do it. For me, I feel most productive and most organized when I don't have too much clutter on my desk. My clothes on the floor are put away. My closet is shut or organized. My bed is made. I do that every morning. Those things make me feel more productive. Whereas like my fiance, he feels more creative when things are kind of just strewn about. And although we have different opinions on that, those are both our preferences, so they're both valid. In addition to cleaning your space the way that makes you feel best, make sure that you definitely are prepared for class, or if you're doing homework or studying, you have all the materials you need. So maybe that's your laptop, a webcam, a microphone if you need them, chargers, notebooks, textbooks, anything like that. Maybe you have like a lab kit that you need. Make sure all of that is within easy reach. That way you're not freaking out. And then my very last tip is to be realistic. Just honestly, very candidly, a lot of these tips I really struggle with myself. I said this in a productivity video I did last semester. It was like studying tips, I think, or something like that. A big reason I'm making this video is to motivate myself to be more organized. I am very good at knowing how to do it, but making yourself do it is a whole nother thing. So if you fall into that category as well, or maybe you don't even know where to start, maybe you don't know how to be organized, that's okay. It's genuinely okay. Right now, everybody is just going with the flow. We're taking ourselves where we are and accepting that. I'm gonna be okay with knowing that it's not my favorite semester, and I'm gonna be okay with knowing that I have to do it anyways. So whether it's like that, or whether it's forgiving yourself for having days or weeks or months where you're really not organized at all, or being understanding as your professors are dealing with an entirely new way to instruct, and they've probably had to revamp syllabuses that they've been using for like some of them probably like 10 years. Yeah, be realistic with yourself, with everyone around you, with your technology, because it's okay. We're all struggling. We're all learning. So if you enjoyed any of the tips, leave me a comment down below and tell me which one was your favorite and which one you think that you're going to try in your own life. As a reminder, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel so I know that you are here to support me. And go ahead and follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm staying more up to date with all of my stuff going on. And it's just fun over there. I do fun, cute edits, motivational stuff. Yeah, it's a good time. We have fun. Thank you so much for being here today. You are appreciated. You are valued. You're going to have an amazing semester. I believe in you. Peace.